I'm in the position I've always wanted to be ever since I was a little boy, and especially since turning professional. The goal was to always reach the very top, be involved in the biggest fights possible on the biggest stage for the biggest prizes. And I'm here now, so I've got to just enjoy it. There's no bigger fight possible for me. I finally got the fight I wanted, and I'm in a very good place mentally and physically. I feel really good, and I'm ready to perform. And I'm just excited. I can't get worked up or nervous or anything. I'm in a position I've always wanted to be in.
Así es, ya estamos acostumbrados a los grandes retos. Gracias a Dios tenemos esta pelea en el 2020 que ha sido difícil para todos. Vamos a cerrar con broche de oros con un gran campeón y pues estoy contento, motivado como siempre.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's what. I always want to be a world champion, and I imagined there'd be a few rocky moments on the way, and I become a world champion and still didn't really know how good I was, and I don't think people knew how good I was. I kind of done it all my own way. I never really had a tough test along the way, and it was more, let's say, credit to myself. I made a lot of tough fights on paper easy, but I sat down and said, well, what more do I want? I've won my world title. Now I want the biggest fights possible. I want to test myself against the biggest names in the sport, and Canelo certainly is that. He's proven he's done multiple weights. He's a superstar. He's the pound for pound best, but I believe I'm good enough to compete at that level also. I've proved I'm a world-class fighter. Now I want to prove I can compete at the elite level.
Sí, la verdad que sí, lo sigo disfrutando al 100%, obviamente no se ve la gente en el hotel, los gritos, las banderas, pero pues es normalmente lo que hago la semana de la pelea, estar en mi cuarto lo más que se pueda, atender a los medios y prácticamente es lo mismo, nomás sin ver gente en el hotel.
Yeah, I believe so, but I'm not just a big lump with limited ability. I believe I've got skills to go with it. I don't think I believe in being in a position that I'm in now if I didn't have no skills and ability, and tactically I believe we've got it spot on, and I've just got to perform and do exactly what I know I can. And I've watched Canelo over the years, and as a fan I enjoy watching him, but I've always watched him believing if that was me in there, I believe I can beat him. I've always felt stylistically I've got the style to do it, and I've got a chance to prove it.
Sí, para mí todo lo que me genere obviamente un riesgo es lo que me gusta. Este es un gran riesgo para mí, para mi carrera, pero también es seguir haciendo historia, ¿no? Callum Smith es el número 1 en las 168 libras, queremos hacer campaña en este peso y pues que más peleando con el número 1 en esa división, ¿no? Entonces me gustan los retos y estoy listo para seguir haciéndolo y tomar las grandes peleas.
Yeah, for me, obviously, listen, I like my chances in this fight. I wouldn't call for a fight that I believe I lose. I've been asking for this fight because I believe I win it. I understand I'm the underdog. You look at your social media, a lot of people don't really give me a chance in this fight, but I've been here before. I was the underdog in my world title fight, and if anything, it gives me a little bit more motivation, a little bit of a point to prove my worth, and I believe I deserve to be in this fight. I'm number 1 in the world. I worked very hard to be in the position I'm at, and now I'm enjoying the luxury of being world champion and being involved in these big fights, which, like I said before, I've dreamed of being in since I was a little boy.
Sí, sin duda, ¿no? Ya sabíamos que es un peleador muy alto, pero aparte pues tiene muchas cualidades boxísticas también, que eso lo hace aún más completo, pero pues con mi experiencia en mi nivel, en mi nivel tengo que adaptarme a cualquier situación y tengo la experiencia y las habilidades para poder sobrellevar esto y sé lo que tengo enfrente, pero estamos listos para esto.
Yeah, the negotiations were long and mentally draining, but I always just wanted this fight regardless of where it was in the world. I just wanted to be in the biggest fights possible, and this always was. The minute I knew he was going to campaign at 168, I knew I had to just keep winning and make sure the only fight that made the most sense was me, and I worked my way to number 1 in the division, and I finally got that fight. But I'm not here to just be involved in a superstar fight. I'm here to win. I want to remain undefeated. I want to stay world champion. Renato mentioned he's still got goals to achieve in the sport, so have I. I've still got more world titles I want to win, and I believe I'll win another one this weekend.
Así es, no, siempre salgo a dar lo mejor de mí y pues hablar ahorita aquí pues no tiene caso, ¿no? Siempre cuando suena la campana es cuando se ve la realidad y la verdad es que yo siempre salgo a hacer lo mejor y a ganar por cualquier vía. Si se me presenta el knockout lo voy a aprovechar y si no tengo la experiencia necesaria para poder ganar con los 12 asaltos, ¿no? Pero obviamente siempre ganar por knockout es espectacular y pues obviamente siempre está ahí a la puerta.
It's exactly the same. I've got to treat Canelo Alvarez like any other fighter. Go in there. I'm a world champion. I believe in my own ability, and I believe I can beat anyone.